We're recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Nikkea.
Hi.
Hey,
Yeah,
I really enjoyed your book. It was good. I really did enjoy it. It was very original, and I was surprised by the ending. I did not think that was going to happen.
What did you think was going to happen?
I thought actually that she would have gotten with Danica was going to end up with Tavares, and I wasn't really sure. I didn't think that what's her face was going to retaliate. I thought it was just going to be over with. Exactly. She was just going
at the envelopes once they
do what she do. I mean, I kind of was like, well, is she gonna, because she knows who she is? But then she said she had more on her than she had on her, and then when he got his envelope, and I was like, oh, okay, she's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna be over with. But I did not expect her to kill anybody at the end. I was like, she didn't kill the man. It wasn't what I expected. And I really
That's a good thing or bad?
It was a good thing. It was predictable. I hate it was predictable. It was good.
Exactly. It was not predictable.
I did not. I mean, from the very beginning, when we first started reading, I was like, what in the world?
And why is she in jail? Who was in jail? That's what I thought.
You spent the whole thing trying to find out who was in jail.
Yeah, I figured it was her. Like when we started reading the books, but I didn't know that was what she was in jail for. I thought she had got caught doing one of their little things that her and her sister was doing. That's what I thought.
I wanted to get to the end of it and read and see what it was, but I didn't want to spoil it for myself. But I was like, oh, I want to know what. I was like, what's going on with the kids? I'm supposed to stay at the tables and beat them and carrying on.
You're the second person that told me. The Danica's character kind of came from, okay, you ever have like a friend that going through it with her man, and she always complaining about her man when he doing, putting her through and all that, and he really do some messed up stuff, but you really can't say or do nothing because she keep running back to him, right? So me and one of my friends or whatever, we just one day we just like, just give me him in a room one good time. No holds barred, because men can't handle the same type of pain that we go through. So that was kind of Danica's. Not that I would really do something like that, but her character kind of came from, first of all, she just thought she was better than everybody anyway. And this guy complex, she really took it there. Like, I'm better than you. You messed up in life anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and make you pay. I'm going to give you torture. So I had to dig deep for her though, because I
whole waxing thing. Because when you first talked about waxing, you're like, okay, well, women get waxed all the time. That's really not the way. But the whole eyebrow, and then the whole. But I was like, oh, I could just. And then the alcohol poured on.
Oh yeah. But a man taking a Brazilian wax, that's the thing.
I was like, wow, that would be a hard.
Max is asleep,
That would be good to see in the heart.
He went right to sleep.
Now,
so how long he been sleeping?
Did you?
Hold on, we recording. Hold on.
She lost her train of thought.
Let me step out.
Now, did you get the progression of her? Like, you wanted to see, okay, at first you got a little bit of her doing something crazy. You was like, okay, what is she really doing to these guys? Because I tried not to just give it all up when you first found out that she, and then Danielle was doing this little side thing.
Come sleep. That's okay. His ass better get up. We going out tonight. He need to be asleep when we go out so we can go out.
I just couldn't believe it. Yeah. But it was good. I mean, I really enjoyed it, but it was very, 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 very unpredictable. I had no idea that it was going there.
So
you're going to have a sequel, you say?
I am. I'm going to, yeah. Danica is actually, Danica is my Sharon Stone. And what was that movie she was in?
Basic Instinct.
Basic Instinct. She's my Sharon Stone. I wanted to delve into thrillers and suspense stuff, because I already do, the basic African American novel. When you read it, you already know it's gonna be about love, relationships, and it kind of the kind of same old thing. I want to try to step out of that. And I want to do some different stuff. So I've already done the poetry, I already did the erotica, I already did young adult. did the romance. So this was my tester for a suspense novel. So the next one is going to be Danica, and it's going to be another guest from this book. I'm not going to tell you who, but it's really going to be Danica kind of battling with herself. I keep answering your question. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of Danica. She's gonna really be doing some. She's gonna be battling back and forth because this is her, but she's got. It's gonna be kind of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of thing.
Yeah, because I thought she was a good person.
Yeah.
But did something happen? Like her, I know, like her father used to do stuff to her mother, but did something happen between her and her father to the point where she is that type of way?
You're gonna have to read the sequel for that. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, it seems like it was something more because she's so adamant about not forgiving her father. Like it might have been something else to it.
Their relationship, her and her father's relationship, is a little bit more tumultuous than what's in this one. And it's much more than what Danielle sees because Danielle never got it. She's like, I'm doing it, but
how much younger is she than
that? I really didn't put a time limit on it, but it's a couple years.
Like I thought it was like 2 years.
Because she was going to college when Danielle was still in high school. But so she was still gonna be home, and that was her whole thing. She didn't want Danielle. She wanted her father to understand that he really could not mess with Danielle while she was going away from home. Even though she wasn't leaving that far from home, she just didn't want to leave her in the house.
Was it sexual? You can just tell us if it's sexual.
I think it was.
Because she was just so adamant about not forgiving him. The man getting ready to die, he had one foot in his grave. She like,
but he was nasty. Like even when he just was
to the mama.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't like that.
I didn't like the dad.
I didn't like him either. I was like, he can go ahead and kick it over. Cancer's painful too, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be some stuff. I don't want to spoil it. So
Danielle back into the life.
She got stuck in inverted, kind of.
Well, Danielle was really blasé. She really could go anyway. She was like,
just doing what her sister wanted. Yeah,
she was just doing. She didn't really. It wasn't really her diehard passion to keep doing what they was doing. But she got it because her thing was, okay, we're doing this little side thing. And there is a sense of adrenaline that kind of pushed through that, it was kind of like a drug for them. But she was to the point where it wasn't life for her. She could have been okay if she didn't do it. But what made it okay for them to do it in Danielle's eyes was the fact that they were hitting people like Mr. HIV and, the baller with his wife and his adultery, So she was like, okay, these guys, they deserve something. They're not getting payback. What the heck? But she's kind of over the life. But Danica, she's not in deep as Danica is. So it's going to be harder. It's harder for Danica to push away than it is for Danielle. And that is something that's going to be dealt in the next book because Danielle is she's completely done. She's like, all right, I'm married. I'm about to start my life. And, I don't really have to deal, with, she never really had that type of animosity, deep-seated animosity that Danica has about me and her father, and and then she feels abandoned with Rob. So, because Danica was actually ready to change her life for Rob, but when he, was taken from her, she kind of reverted back.